Hey everyone. I'm Lila. If you're visiting Japan, there's one spot you absolutely have to check out, and that's the Depachika. Now, what's a Depachika? Well, it's the food wonderland located in the basement of Japanese department stores, and trust me, that's no exaggeration. Even when I head to places like Ginza or Shinjuku, I might skip the luxury brand floors, but I always make a stop at the Depachika. It's just that much a part of everyday life here. In fact, there's even a survey that says around 60% of people who visit department stores in Japan end up stopping by the Depachika. But you know what? I've noticed something curious: hardly any international visitors seem to go there. I used to wonder why, but after a recent trip to Europe, I realized something: Depachika is super unique to Japan. So, in this video, I'm going to show you just what makes Depachika so special. And here's the best part: you don't even have to go out of your way to visit one. Most major train stations in the city centers have department stores nearby, so it's really easy to pop in during your travels. And trust me, you'll be blown away by the sheer variety and the amazing display of Japan's food culture. The basement floors of these department stores are usually dedicated to food. Sweets, deli items, bento boxes, even alcohol, you name it. The charm of the Depachika is that everything is hand-picked with the highest standards you'd expect from a department store. Not only is the food delicious, but you'll also find long-established brands and exclusive items that you can't get anywhere else. It's a treasure trove of top-tier products just waiting to be discovered. You see souvenir shops near tourist spots selling cookies and candies, but despite not being that cheap, they're often not that great. I don't mean to sound harsh, but honestly, you're much better off buying sweets from a Depachika in a nearby town rather than from those tourist shops. The quality is just so much better. I'm sure many of you come to Japan with a desire to try authentic Japanese food. While convenience store meals are getting some buzz for their taste, in my opinion, Depachika food is on a whole other level, way above convenience stores or even supermarkets. If you're a foodie, you've got to check out the Depachika. It's a casual way to sample a variety of dishes, and you're sure to find something special to take home as a souvenir. But before we dive in, we need to find a department store, right? If it's your first time visiting Tokyo, you're probably going to Asakusa. Well, in Asakusa, there's Mitsuya. And of course, you're going to the Shibuya Scramble Crossing too, aren't you? In Shibuya, you've got Shibuya Scramble Square, Shibuya Shinks, and Mark City's Depachika. That's the food section. In Shinjuku, you'll find Iseten and Takashimaya, and in Ikebukuro, there's Tobu. You don't even need to go out of your way to visit a Depachika. Most department stores are located right next to major train stations, so you can just drop by while you're on the way to your next stop. You'll also find department stores in places like Kyoto, Osaka, and Sapporo. So, while you're sightseeing, make sure to stop by and check them out. They're not just a feast for your stomach, they're a feast for your eyes, too. Usually, the basement floor is divided into sections like Western sweets, Japanese sweets, deli, alcohol, vegetables, meat, and fish. Here's a floor map of Mitsuya and Ginza. Sometimes, the food section even spreads across two basement floors. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that English signage is pretty scarce. If you don't understand Japanese, it might be hard to read product descriptions or menus. That's where the Google Translate app on your smartphone comes in handy. Just scan the text with your camera, and it'll translate for you on the spot, making shopping a breeze. I can't tell you how many times this app has saved me when I'm abroad. The allure of Depachika is endless. You'll find everything from bento boxes and sushi to beautifully crafted wagashi, Japanese sweets, fresh fruits, and even crispy tempura. And there's an area dedicated to regional specialties from all over Japan, so make sure to check that out too. You might come across rare treats that are usually only available in certain regions. For example, if you visit Takashimaya in Shinjuku in the morning, you might find kurumiko, a delicious walnut sweet that's a must-buy if you see it. It's usually sold out by noon. Whenever I see it, I always make sure to grab some. It's seriously delicious, so if you ever come across it, you've got to try it. Even if you can't bring home a fresh cake, just gazing at the beautifully decorated ones is a treat in itself. Some shops even let you watch the decorating process, which is really fun to see. And when it comes to cookies, they're often packed in gorgeous boxes or tins, making them the perfect gift. You can even find European brands like Fauchon tea from France, the famous Mont Blanc from Angelina, which has a cafe on the Champs-Élysées, and Lotte Ray's macaron right here in the Depachika. There's also Demel's chocolate, famous for its Zuckertorte from Austria. Sure, it's a calorie overload if you try them all, it's worth it to indulge, right? I've often bought Yoku-moku cookies as souvenirs when traveling abroad. There are plenty of similar langue de chat out there, but these are hands down the best. The wagashi section at Depachika feels like stepping into a jewel box, with a rainbow of sweets displayed in the showcases. You might have a hard time choosing. Wagashi often reflects the season: cherry blossom sweets in spring, refreshing water jellies in summer, moon viewing dango in autumn. You can enjoy different kinds throughout the year. From traditional to modern interpretations, there's a wide range of wagashi to explore, so you're sure to find a favorite. The prepared food section is another highlight, offering freshly made dishes like tempura, unagi, fried chicken, miso marinated fish, yakitori, and more. These are all hand-picked by the department store, and you'll find a wide variety of cuisines. You can easily grab a bento or some ready-to-eat dishes, including seasonal specialties and gourmet foods that you can only find at Depachika. At some shops, if you're unsure about what to buy, they'll even let you sample a few things. The fruit section at Depachika might be a bit pricier than what you'd find at a supermarket, but the quality is top-notch, so delicious. There are some fruits that you can only find in Japan, like white strawberries in spring, shine muscat grapes in summer, and persimmons in autumn. While you might not be able to bring fresh fruit back home, they're perfect for enjoying in your hotel room. Another charm of Depachika is the casual dining spot where you can enjoy Japanese food quickly and easily. It's super convenient, especially when you're sightseeing and need a break. You get to experience authentic Japanese flavors without the need to book a fancy restaurant. Check this out, this is the tendon from Tenichi. It's surprising, isn't it? Even though Tenichi is known as a fancy, upscale restaurant, they actually have a spot where you can casually drop in for a meal like this. When you buy something from a Depachika, it's best to take it back to your hotel or find a park to enjoy it. Walking around and eating inside the stores isn't really a thing here. But if you're in Shibuya Scramble Square food show, at the Depachika around Shibuya Station, they have tables and chairs where you can sit down and enjoy what you've bought. They even provide hand-washing stations and microwaves. It's super convenient, especially when everyone in your group wants something different, or when you just want a quick snack. Highly recommended. And don't forget about Akanaka, the shopping areas within train stations. Grandsta at Tokyo Station and the shops at Shinagawa Station are especially large and well-stocked. Just like Depachika, you'll find a variety of delicious bentos, sweets, and souvenirs here. They're perfect for grabbing something tasty before hopping on a Shinkansen. By the way, if you're at Tokyo Station, there are plenty of spots where you can enjoy the takeout meals and sweets you've bought, so why not dig in right there? But Depachika and Akanaka aren't just about Japanese food. You'll also find a great selection of international cuisine, like juicy dumplings and elegant quiche, that'll make you feel like you've been transported to a bistro in Paris. So while you're savoring the Japanese delights, don't forget to sample some of these global flavors too. If you see a line forming at a shop, definitely join in. Whatever they're selling is bound to be something special and incredibly delicious that you won't find anywhere else. And don't miss the sake section, where you'll find a great selection of Japanese sake from all over the country. They offer everything from gift-worthy bottles to casual drinking options, and there are often tasting events, so you can try before you buy. Sure, you can get sake at the airport, but the selection is limited. And it's totally worth picking out something special at the department store. Lastly, if you're looking for souvenirs that last, go for long-lasting treats like yokan, a sweet jelly, castella cake, or crunchy sundae rice crackers. Packed pickles and Japanese tea are also great options that'll let you enjoy the flavors of Japan long after you've returned home. I used to think, you can't take fish dishes back home with you, right? But guess what? This simmered fish lasts for up to 3 months. Now you can bring a taste of Japan back to your country as a gift. I'm sure your family and friends will love it. Oh, by the way, this is a refrigerated coin locker. Depending on the department store, some may charge a fee, and some may be free, but you can store your items and keep them cold. Just make sure to pick them up within the store's business hours on the same day. It's another great example of Japanese hospitality, perfect for those hot summer days when you don't want to carry your chilled purchases around. To sum it all up, Depachika and Akanaka aren't just places to buy food, they're a gateway to experiencing Japanese food culture. Every item is carefully crafted, and just browsing is a thrill. So next time you're in Japan, make sure to explore these food wonderlands and discover some amazing treats to savor and share. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope this video helps you enjoy Japanese cuisine at department store. Feel free to ask questions or leave comments anytime.